What's up everyone, Miss Lyric here, and today we are back with a new YouTube video. You like the new look? You like the new hair? I'm actually going out of town tomorrow for an influencer meetup, meet and greet, whatever, so I had to get ready. If you're new here, hello, I will introduce myself. My name is Miss Lyric. I am a singer-songwriter and also I do makeup. I do makeup content. I love doing makeup. I've been doing it since 2018. So this is my makeup channel. If you want to subscribe to my music channel, you want to hear my music or whatever, I actually make R&B music if you're into that. R&B and pop music. So if you're into that, I will link my stuff in there for you. But yeah, welcome to my makeup channel. Make sure you subscribe. I want to announce that we just hit 50 subscribers. We're actually almost at 60, which is so exciting. My last video, I think, what, did I have like 12 or something like that? Whoa. We're super excited about that. Super excited that you are enjoying the content. And yeah, that's a big milestone, so I had to make a video. For today's video, I'm doing a get ready with me and also kind of a story time little video. And I'm not really getting ready too much for anything. I actually have to go to work in a couple hours. So yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna be wearing the look to makeup. Wearing the look to makeup. Yeah, that makes sense. Ready with me. It is so weird being back into this YouTube thing. If you don't know, this is like my third channel. My first one I made when I was 14, and then I had another one, and that's actually one that I still use, and then now this one. So it's my third channel. So yeah, I'm used to the YouTube thing, but it is kind of weird because I haven't been this consistent on YouTube in a long time. Sure, I post at least 1 to 2 videos a week, so yeah. And I never usually film anymore before I have to go to work because I don't know, I never feel like I have enough time. But today I'm taking the risk. I'm actually really excited for the influencer meetup tomorrow. I'm super excited. Yeah, just to kind of meet people, start connecting with people that are also creators in person, because I've never really got to do anything like that. So, but I'm also kind of nervous. I had to pin my hair up because it's a little bit in the way, and I just don't want anything getting in my hair. Just got my hair done last night, so yeah, so I think the experience is going to be really fun. I mean, I hope it is. I'm nervous about it but excited at the same time, so we'll see. And I'm taking some really cute pics for the Grwm, so if you have not, go follow me on Instagram as well. Both pages if you want. One's a music page and one's a makeup page. So whichever one you want, do what you will. But yeah, so I'm excited. If you want the step-by-step process of how I'm doing my makeup right now or how I usually do it, it is in my last video. I actually go through the steps and I pretty much do the same thing every single time. I'm using most of the same products, so go check that one out. But this is more like a get ready with me / story time, which I'm going to get into in a second. Story time, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into the story time. And excuse me if I'm a little bit all over the place, because telling stories is like not my best suit. I can tell stories in my music, but when I have to like tell them, I'm all over the place. So this happened last year. I would say probably almost exactly a year ago now, because I started that job in June, and it is June. Belated Juneteenth, by the way. Oh wait, yeah, happy belated, yeah, Juneteenth, and happy Pride Month. I started the job back in June, and it was actually, I was a delivery driver person situation. I'm not gonna say what city, I'm not gonna say one of them, but I did deliveries. And I was really excited about doing this delivery job because it allowed me flexibility, because I work very hard in what I do as far as what I want as a career, makeup, music, all of that. Those are my passions. So I wanted the flexibility to still be able to create the content I wanted, create the music, have time to do all of that while still earning an income more consistently through delivery driving, if that makes sense. But I was also very nervous, of course, because I was also a pretty new driver, and I just felt like, okay, I didn't really know. Like, I couldn't wait to get my license and do all that because I really wanted this job, and or the job I was working at the time, and yada 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 yada. So I started it, or I did it, and I was like, okay, I don't want to go alone the first time, so I actually brought a friend along with me to do some of the deliveries. Extremely happy that she agreed to tag along because I was scared to go alone. So she tagged along with me. I was a new driver though, like a new driver. So I was kind of hesitant at the same time, but I knew that doing all these deliveries would give me a lot more experience on the road. And I don't regret it, because now I feel like I am a pretty decent driver because of it, because of all the practice I was able to get, and yada 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 yada. So I had to go pick up a delivery from a Chinese restaurant. So me and my friend went. That was fairly simple. Getting there, yada yada yada. The place is very busy usually, the Chinese restaurant, and the streets around it are usually very busy. I'm sorry, I thought it was a recording. Going with a little bit of concealer today because I picked up the order, it was all good, and it was time to go drop it off. Now, we were left a note that the person's actually at their job. The person I had to deliver it to is actually at their job. They're on their lunch break, whatever. So they kind of needed it pretty quick. So I'm like, okay, cool. It shouldn't take me too long to get to their job, whatever. So I'm like, let's go. But I didn't exactly know how to get there from the restaurant. So I was going to put it on my GPS. Now, mind you, it is hot that day, okay? It is super hot outside, of course. It's the end of June at that time. So it's hot. It's summertime, And I don't even think my AC was working in my car. So it was hot. So I don't know if I'm not thinking clearly that day or what, but I'm like, okay, I'm going to put it on my GPS. And my friend is like, which I just look back and I laugh at it so much, because like, what were we thinking? She's like, oh no, like, I know exactly how to get there. You don't even need the GPS. I got you. And I'm like, all right, cool. So I trust my friend or whatever. I'm just like, all right, she's gonna help me get there. I don't even need the GPS. We good. I'm going to blow on my lashes. Actually, I'm gonna put on lashes again today, so bear with me. Too far over, but I'm just gonna leave it anyways. So we start driving or whatever. We're driving for a while, and then she tells me, okay, I think you have to hop on the highway. Mind you, I'm a new driver, and I don't really have any experience on the highway, like any, because my car wasn't really made for the highway. It's very, very scary, and so I don't have much or really any experience on the highway. Me that, and I'm immediately like, oh my goodness, like, are you sure that we have to get on the highway? I was really hesitant about getting on the highway because I was a very new driver, like I said. And I'm like, are you sure? And she's like, yeah, you don't really have another choice. So I'm just saying, all right, fine. So we get on the highway. I'm very, very nervous. Somehow I managed to merge onto the highway and I get on the highway. First time is fine. We get off, we're lost. Completely lost. So we basically decide that we have to get right back on the highway for the second time. And I'm just like, oh my goodness, what in the world? I don't really know about exits. I don't really know what to do. Mind you, we don't have a GPS on. So we're just kind of twiddling our thumbs here, trying to figure out where we're going. And excuse the lash, by the way. Yeah, so I don't really know about exits. She doesn't really know too much about exits. We're just kind of trying to figure out where we are. We get off on a random exit once again for the second time. Now we're even more lost and we're out of our city, basically. We're like in a whole nother city, and I swear I wasn't even on the highway for very long. And I stayed on the right side of the highway, you know, so where you could drive slower, because I was very hesitant, but I was going the speed limit. I was actually probably going above. I was so nervous. So she's like, you know, you can slow down if you want. So I start slowing down or whatever. And then that's when we get off on the wrong exit again for the second time. So I hop on a third time. And the third time's a charm. Yeah, excuse the lashes, by the way. They aren't exact. But I tried. I think this one's supposed to go on the left and this one's supposed to go on the right or something. It's very weird. So as you can see, one of my eyes are a lot lower than the other one, but I tried. I'm not good at lashes at all. OMG, when I get closer, you can see it even more. Oh no. So yeah, I hop on the highway a third time. Mind you, very new driver, never really drove on the highway before. So the fact that we made it out alive, to be honest, was a miracle in itself. But this time, while on the highway, I start hearing a really loud flapping noise underneath my car. Like really loud, almost like roaring, flappy type noise. I can't even explain it. It was very loud. Really starts scaring me, and it starts scaring her because she's like, you're a new driver, which she also kind of was too. So when you have two new drivers trying to help each other out, it sometimes doesn't turn out very well. That's the moral of the story. So if you are a new driver and your friend is a new driver, put on the GPS, please. That's what it's there for. Because I don't know what we were thinking. Yeah. So I'm hearing this flapping noise and I'm like, oh my goodness, I think we need to pull over. To make a long story short, at first I'm still driving, whatever, trying not to get too scared. But eventually I decide to pull over on the side of the highway, which is always very scary. And you know, if you could avoid that, you could avoid it. But I was too scared and thinking my car was just about to like fall apart. We're on the highway. I'm on the highway, driving on the highway for the first time. So I'm like, let's pull over. Don't know even how I managed to pull over safely the way I did. Like, we are lucky to have survived, to be honest with you. At one point, my friend even offers to take the wheel. So she's seeing how scared I was. But anyways, we pull over and look underneath the car. And she looks underneath the car where my tire was. And I don't remember if she said she saw anything. But I think that she said that the cover of my wheel, because your cover has like, I don't know what it's called. It's not a hover cap, is it? What do you call it? That thing that protects your wheel. I think it was coming off. And it was. She said it was coming off, but she tried to fix it so that it would be good. So she kind of pushed it back in because it was like literally coming off of the tire or whatever. So she tried to push it back in and we thought it would be fine. So we were like, all right, let's try to get off the highway. I'm not going to get back on the highway. I didn't care what happened. Mind you, by this time, we were very, very late delivering this order. The lady that we had to deliver the order to, mind you, she was at work on her lunch break. So her lunch break is basically over at this point. This is how late I was because we got lost like 3 times. But anyways, we get off the side of the highway. Somehow I managed to get back on safely. Get back on. We're driving. The sound of the flap is so loud and so scary. I'm like, oh my goodness. So I'm like, we have to get off on whatever the next exit is as fast as we can. We get off on the next exit. It was so crazy that I don't really exactly remember how I managed to do everything, how I managed to merge back into traffic, but I did. And now we're on this ramp. This ramp is kind of like an exit. We're on this ramp, and the sound is still there, very, very loud. And then all of a sudden, it gets so loud, and I look in my rearview mirror, and I see it fly off. It just flies off. And I know what you probably are thinking. You shouldn't have drove it. Other people could have been in danger, whatever. But like I said, we're very new to this, and we thought we fixed it. We thought it would be fine. But the loud noise, it was just a very scary thing. But thank goodness it didn't hit any car. And it flew off, but in a way that it flew onto the concrete. It flew back onto the road, not in the air like at another car. That was very scary. I didn't think it was going to come off. I didn't even know that it could come off. I was just like, I didn't know. It sounded like my car was going to fall apart. But thank goodness nobody got hurt. The car behind us was fine. They kind of just drove past it. It just fell off. So yeah, it was very, very scary. So we finally managed to get off the highway safely. Mind you, I am shook at this point and kind of just wanting to be done, but I had to deliver this order. So we get to the destination. Eventually I figure out, oh, okay, well, it was a lot easier to get here than I thought. And I find out I didn't have to jump on any highway, period. But, you know, we would have known that if we just put on the GPS. I don't know why we didn't just put on the GPS. So we're off the highway safely, and eventually we find the lady's job and whatever. But we were about 40 minutes late at this point. And so that was great. Her lunch break had been over. So it is what it is. We still were having a hard time like parking, figuring out where. It was just a busy street. Where you couldn't just park just anywhere, which is always very annoying. But we ended up being okay. Gave her food anyway. She didn't really appreciate that we were late, but it was literally my first delivery ever. So, I mean, what can you do? I had to fix the lashes a little bit. They look a little bit better, a little bit more even. It was annoying me so much. Let's put on a bold purple lip, which is Fenty Beauty's. I think it's Undefeated. The uninvited one is the black, I believe, and this one's Undefeated. I love it. And if you don't know, purple's my favorite color, so let's add a little bit of highlights. But yeah, moral of the story: if you don't know, if you're a new driver, your friend is a new driver, whoever, put on the GPS. Ask for help, do something. Don't just put your life at risk in that way. I say this story to tell people, to help people. I'm telling you the story to help you not make the same mistake that I did, because not everybody's going to have the same outcome. You know, I was lucky enough to have, you know, came out of the situation safely with my friend and I. But, you know, think before you do certain things, because you might not be putting yourself in danger, but also other people. So just be very, 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 very careful. Now I'm very careful, very careful. Yeah. A setting spray. Ooh, some strong stuff. Okay. I am in love. It looks so good. Well, this was fun. Thank you all so much for watching my Get Ready With Me / story time. I had a lot of fun with this look. I love the bold lip and everything like that. So I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did enjoy this video, please hit that subscribe button, please. I can't believe we made it to over 50 subscribers. Thank you so much. Make sure that you follow all my socials down below. Make sure that you give this video a like. I want to get this video to at least 10 likes. That would be so cool. And make sure you comment your crazy driving moments or whatever crazy experiences you've had. I'd really love to read them. Yeah. And please go check out my Venable. I will link it down below. You can get access to all these products that I use on my face. If you want to get access to any of these products and you want to purchase them, you can purchase all of them through Venable, through my Venable account, profile, whatever, where I have them all linked, and you could just click on whatever product that you want to try and you can purchase yours. The brows definitely came out different than I ever do them, so this is very interesting. I love how one's longer than the other. But it is what it is. I think they look really good. And I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. There will be lots of content. I'm going to post about my trip that I'm going on tomorrow for an influencer meetup. I'm going to be posting certain things about that, so make sure you follow me on all my socials. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Bye.